Okay, first I want to show you about piercing cuts. So this is the launch knife for our most recent launch here, the horse. This is a small gentleman's knife, and I want to show you about cutting with it. So, as you may know, the knives we sell don't lock, so you can see that it can go over. So that isn't anything to worry about, but it is something you need to be aware of. So when you're using slip joint knives like this, you just have to pay attention. One thing that will get you in trouble very quickly are piercing cuts. And so I'm going to show you how to do a piercing cut in a way that is safe. So what I'm doing, the basic idea is I want to have it where pressure is always pushing the knife open and never pushing it closed. So I want to get in here and pierce this. So first off, notice that if the knife were to slip, it's not going to hit it's not going to hit me, and it won't, there's nobody standing there, so it wouldn't hit them either. I'm going to come back just a little bit so you can see here. So the way it is, all of the pressure is going down and keeping that knife blade open. And so now I can come over here and cut that way. I can also come over here, and let me move this down just a bit, and I've got it in there, and I can also go that way. And notice how when it moved through the last of that box, how it jerked away from me. That's why you never want a part of your body in the way. This knife, these small gentleman's knives, I think of them as light duty. So they're great for, everybody. They're very good for Amazon packages. I probably wouldn't use one like this if I were cutting up a lot of cardboard, but most people don't have to cut up a lot of cardboard. Next, we have the dreaded blister pack, which you can certainly injure yourself with. So the first thing I'm doing is I'm going to see which blade is probably the best one for this, and I think it's going to be this one. It's a smaller blade, and this is a sheep's foot. They call this where it goes over like that, sheep's foot. That's really good for this kind of job. So you can see I've already opened that part. I've got my hand out of the way, so if the knife slips, I'm not going to get hurt. And notice the pressure is keeping the blade open. Okay, and it cut everywhere but the corners. Always keeping that going away from me. So now we'll open the other half of this. I'm going to turn it around so my hand is well out of the way. Notice from the very get-go, I have the knife positioned so that the pressure is to keep it open and not let it close. So we go there. Did that cut it? Ooh. It slid out the back, but that doesn't demonstrate what we need to see here. Okay, so the knife is cutting. I don't want to, okay, yeah, the knife is cutting. So we're coming around here. And here's where you can get into trouble. If instead of going like that, I'm going like anything but that, anything where it's even thinking about being close to 90 degree, that's begging to have it close on your hand. So we're going to come around here. Notice how at the end it slipped and I didn't have control of it, but there was nothing, no person or myself included there to be cut. So here we're going away, and that's going to make it where we can get the product out. go. And a lot of times I will keep packaging, so I want to cut this so that it's as flat as I can get it. And that is flat. So that's it. The next thing, and the final thing, and probably the most important, never try to catch a knife that's open. If you drop it, don't try to catch it. That is begging for serious injury there. And if you buy a knife from us and you drop it and it breaks, reach out to me. That wouldn't be a warranty replacement. We will work with you to make it as painless as possible. Deep discount. Okay, I think that covers it. Remember, never try to catch a knife that you drop, ever. Thank you so very much. Bye now.